What's up guys, in this video we are talking about how the weapon system works in Tower Fantasy, which weapon might be good for you, and how you should combine your weapons depending on the enemies you're facing. We will be covering weapon types, resonance, different builds and playstyles, preset weapons, and a recommended build. Let's dive into the topics. Tower Fantasy relies on swapping weapons in battle rather than changing characters like in other games. By switching weapons you can quickly go from doing damage to heal you and your teammates or providing support at the same time. Using different weapon types will either make you a damage dealer, healer, or a tank in combat. For example, the Ice Greatsword, which is Marley's weapon, breaks the shield on enemies, which also does a decent amount of damage along the way, thanks to the weapon's slow but powerful smashes. Since the weapon is a defense type weapon, every new star you unlock will either buff you or make your character withstand more damage. If we take a look at Zero's Cube weapon instead, it's a ranged support weapon which focuses more on damage reduction to help you and your teammates survive longer in combat. When you attack with the weapon, you also quickly charge all your weapon's bursts to give you the upper hand in combat. The more stars you have, the better is the healing and increases the buff for your teammate. That was 2 examples on 2 different weapons and how they function. By building your weapon set around one weapon can further increase your damage or make you a stronger support. If you jump into the weapon resonance effect and take a look at different type of resonance you will gain by pairing one weapon type, you will also be able to boost either your damage, defense, support, or make it more balanced by switching to all 3 weapon types. If you're in a team play such as Joint Operation, Void, Dimensional Trial, basically all team plays content will increase the resonance effect depending on which weapon combination you're using. By choosing which weapon you would like to use, you're able to form your weapon set around it to improve efficiency and damage in combat at the same time. A way to see it is what type of enemies I will face now that will make my weapon set useful. In Exploration, you will almost always encounter enemies with shield, which will make you do less damage, so it's always a good idea to have some sort of shield breaking weapon with you, such as Marley's, King's, Shiro's, or Huma's weapon. Break the shield and then switch to another weapon to output as much damage as possible. If you don't break the shield, you will do less damage unless you're way overpowered. As you can see, the daggers or cube is not shield breaking type weapon, which takes much longer time to do damage against shielded enemies. If you're not used to the dodge mechanism yet, a support or healing weapon might be a good idea as well to either heal yourself or make you absorb damage while in combat, such as Coco's or Pepper's weapon, which is a healing type, or Zero's Cube, which is absorbing damage. When your health is low, just move away from your enemy and start healing, or move toward your teammates and press your healing skills. Attack type weapons are the primary way to deal much damage. A way to output as much damage as possible is to use your attack type weapon when your enemy's shield is down, otherwise your damage will be decreased, unless you are way overpowered and can penetrate through the shield. I always recommend a balanced team at the beginning to get used to the game's dodging system and to make you comfortable with the playstyle and how the battle works. The balanced team contains attack, healing, and a shield breaking weapon, and you should be able to clear almost all the content in the game. Build your weapon set in the weapon menu to quickly change between your different builds depending on what you want to play. You can have up to 3 sets, so you can switch between them if you want to play as a healer, support, tank. I have an exploration build at the moment, which is a balanced build, and I'm trying to build a decent support healing build as well. You can have a preset for, let's say, a healing build. It has 2 healing and a 3rd support or attack weapon. You can easily switch between your current build to the support one with one click. The idea is to shorten the time you swap your weapons between your different playstyle to easily fit the right role you want to play. Do you want to go full attack instead and you are used to the dodge mechanism, or purely want to focus on DPS? Go with 2 attack weapon and have it preset to make it easier for you to switch between your weapons. But be careful to have a good balance in order to break your enemy's shield while staying alive. So the 3rd weapon should be something that makes your attack weapon stronger or heals you up. For example, there is an attack weapon which also breaks shields, and that is the Scythe. King's weapon, which can help you free a weapon slot to replace it with a healing weapon or a weapon that can absorb damage. When it comes to making builds, I recommend a balanced build to make it easier for you to clear as much content as possible when you're trying to explore alone, by trying to give you what you need to complete everything on your own. If you have a team and you want to divide the roles among you, that is completely fine as well. You choose your way to play and what makes it easier for you to play. Every character is useful on its own way. If your character is lacking damage or healing, try to check the level and matrices for the weapon to see how you can increase it and make it much stronger. I do stream on Twitch almost every day. If you would like to check by and say hi, let me know in the comment section below about your thoughts and what you think about our fantasy. Feedback is appreciated, and have a great day.